Have you built an action and want to share it out with a few people to test it out first? Or are you building out more functionality and want to alpha beta test it before you set it into production? Then you'll need to know about our release environments. In this video, we'll be talking about alpha, beta, and production release environments for your action. First, you'll want to make sure that all the functionality that you want is there, and then test it out in the action simulator before you submit it for any of the releases. Before submitting your action is considered to be in a draft state. From here, you could release your action to an alpha environment. This allows you to add selected users to access your action. These people could be employees or trusted users that can provide feedback to you about your action. Using the alpha release channel is great to quickly test out early versions of your action. If you want a larger group of selected users, you can release your action to a beta environment. Unlike alpha, beta requires that your action goes through the review process to be released. If you do not pass the review process, don't worry. You'll receive feedback from Google on what needs to be fixed. Once you've addressed all of these issues, you can resubmit your action. And if it does pass, then your action will move into the beta release, where you can add even more selected users. You can go directly from draft to beta, skipping over alpha. After gathering your selected user feedback and making improvements to your action, you can submit your new draft action for production. Just like submitting for beta, your draft action needs to go through review too. Once a review has been completed and passed, your action will be available on all Google Assistant enabled devices that meet your action's required service capabilities. As you continue to build and improve your action, you can utilize all three release environments simultaneously, with different versions of your action. You can imagine how helpful it will be to test out different functionalities. Here's a tip for you. If you have a version in beta release and there's no changes to it, you could submit directly to production without having to go through the review process again. This gives you more control over when your action is released in production. By taking advantage of these different release environments, you could test your action to improve the user experience and help increase engagement. Check out the docs for more requirements and details. Join our dev community on Reddit, where you could chat with other AOG devs, and stay up to date by following us on Twitter. I'm Jessica Dene Earley-Cha. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see what you build.